I'm Farah Shibli and I'm a lawyer. Following the US-led invasion of Afghanistan, I represented many Afghan refugees fleeing the Taliban. So, like many in the West, my imagination of Afghanistan is dominated by death and violence. But I'm also aware of a different Afghanistan, a country of rich culture that welcomed Western travelers, including my father who hitchhiked along the hippie trail during the 1970s. But now, under Taliban rule, does the old Afghanistan still exist? And how has it changed? I plan to hire a pack horse and walk through Afghanistan's remotest region, the Wakhan Corridor, to find out. I arrived by plane in Dushanbe in Tajikistan, Afghanistan's northern neighbour. I disembark the plane, collect my luggage, meet my driver, and we make a beeline for the southern border with Afghanistan. It takes about 3 hours before we get to a bridge over a river that marks the border crossing. It's quick to get through the Tajik side, but the Afghan side takes longer. I'm getting a visa on arrival, so I fill in a form and a Taliban official asks me about the purpose of my trip. About an hour later, I've got my visa and I go to meet my driver and my guide Wahab and Malik. We head for the nearest big city called Kunduz. The first thing I notice is that nearly all women are wearing face and head coverings, although many of them are walking alone. Malik explains that the Taliban rule requiring women to have male chaperones applies to journeys farther from home. We stop for lunch at a restaurant where men and women sit separately, and occasionally a Talib walks in with an AK-47 slung over his shoulder. We eat kebabs and Kabuli pilau, which is rice with grapes and carrots. Then we make a stop at a roadside stall where we buy and eat some melons. We're back in the car heading towards Faizabad, another city where I need to get a permit for travel to Badakhshan province. Foreigners in Afghanistan need permits for all the provinces they intend to visit. Unfortunately, Wahab is having trouble with the car's brakes, so we stop at a mechanic who has us back on the road in 5 minutes. We weave in and out of yaks before stopping at a village shop displaying pistachios hanging by lengths of string. We buy some and they're rather delicious. Soon we arrive at our Faizabad hotel, the Bami Danyan, and I'm intrigued by the opium honey. It seems pretty quiet here as I wander the streets, and I take note of the hotel rules, which are equal parts disturbing and reassuring.